Hi guys, welcome back to Nixie DIY Crafts. Today we are going to take these Christmas village homes and turn them into haunted houses. I did purchase these at a thrift store for a couple of dollars. My step one was I spray painted 2 of the sides in black and I left the other 2 sides as the Christmas village home. In a couple of weeks, I will paint the other 2 sides and I will change the Christmas colors to match the Christmas colors in my home decor. Stay tuned for that. My goal here is I want reversible home decor. To make them look haunted, I'm doing a dry brush technique. I had this big sponge that I cut into small pieces and I have some paint set to the side. To dry brush, you're going to take your sponge, you're going to dip it into your paint, and on a piece of paper, you're going to dab away as much paint from the foam as you can. Then you're going to lightly rub your sponge on your project. What you're really doing at this point is highlighting all the sections of the home. Funny story, when I purchased the homes, I really didn't notice all of the details of this home until I painted it black and I started to do the dry brush technique. As I'm highlighting all the sections, I really did see all the detail and work that went into creating these little homes. I almost felt bad that I painted them black to turn them into haunted homes, but I do love the ending results and it was a fun project to me for just a couple of dollars. I continue with this technique until I've completed all 3 homes. I did set these aside to dry, but because you are doing a dry brush technique, it does dry super fast. And this is how this home turned out. And now for the last home. So again, I spray painted 2 of the sides, left the back 2 sides as is. So here I've already dipped my sponge into paint. So now I'm just dabbing off as much as I can on a piece of paper. And then I start to lightly rub my sponge on my project. So again, here I'm just highlighting all the sections of this home. This house did have a lot of details. It was really cool to see all the little details come to life as I'm highlighting the house. I don't know if you can tell the excitement in my voice. I thought that was really cool to see it come to life. So I hope you have been inspired and enjoyed watching me create these homes. And again, stay tuned because I will be painting the other 2 sides for Christmas at a later time. And this is how this one turned out. And this is the 3rd house that I painted off camera. This is how all 3 turned out. So now let's do some simple decorating. I'm going to use some of these Dollar Tree Halloween props to decorate the houses, especially where there's still evidence that these were Christmas homes, like the windows. Here they have Christmas wreaths on them. So I'm going to use some of these mini spiders to cover those up. Here, I'm just taking my scissors and cutting off the backs of these rings so I can hot glue them to the house. These are the pieces that I'm going to use on the bank, so I decided to spray paint these in silver because the black just blended in with the house already. So this is what they look like in silver. So I'm going to take my hot glue and just add a little dot of hot glue directly to the wreath and then attach the spiders. When placing the spiders, I decided to place one going up and one coming down. This is how it turned out. On the last home, which is actually the largest home out of the collection of the 3, I wanted to add a little pop of color, so I took those colorful gem Dollar Tree spider rings and I took 4 of them and I'm just hot gluing them across the rooftop. And this is how this one turned out. Now for the last house, I didn't think it needed anything. It was pretty spooky on its own, and I didn't want to cover up any of that awesome detail, the brickwork. Now I'm going to make a little Halloween decoration for the house that's on the right hand side. That's the back side of the house, and it has that big circle hole where you would insert the Christmas light bulb. So that's the side of the house that I painted because I wanted to leave the pretty Christmas side to the front for later on. So to cover that big hole, I'm just stacking up a skeleton's head on top of a mini pumpkin, and I'm placing it on top of 2 pieces of chipboard that I hot glued together as a base. And then I'm gonna attach a little bat to the front of the pumpkin, and then I'm going to hot glue that under the house, and that will be tall enough where it covers the hole, just like you see here. And that completes these DIYs. I hope you were inspired by this video. Next time you walk into a thrift store during springtime, don't walk by those Christmas houses. Pick them up because you will repurpose them at the end of the year. Thanks for watching. Bye.